So this is going to be the most basic tutorial on how to solve this cube, and there is no prerequisites in order to solve this cube, which means that you don't need to learn how to solve anything else before you do this tutorial. So all you really need is just your Pyraminx, and if you want a recommendation for a good Pyraminx, I'll leave it down in the description below. If you guys want to get 5% off on your next order when you buy a cube, go ahead and use Bear at checkout at Kenya Cubes to get 5% off your next order. With that being said, let's get started with the tutorial. So the first thing we're going to learn about before we do any type of solving is we need to learn the basic notation of the Pyraminx. So when I do this move, this is an R prime, this is an R, this is an L, this is an L prime, this is a U, and this is a U prime. So at any moment when you see me say U, L, or R prime, refer back to this chapter so you guys can see what I mean when I say those moves. The next thing I want to understand is that these triangle tips at the end of the Pyraminx, they don't really matter as they don't help us at all at solving the cube, at solving the triangle. And we're going to leave that as the last step when we solve the Pyraminx. So throughout this tutorial, I want you to ignore these tips and only focus on the center hexagon that you could see here while we're solving. All right, so the first step in solving the Pyraminx is we want to go ahead and look for our 3 centers. So in this case, we're going to look for the first 3 yellow centers. Now, what those things look like is that you're going to look for centers that are on these 3 points. So they're going to be on the top, bottom right, and bottom left. So we need to align these triangle pieces so that we have 3 of them in this direction. So if we try to move this side, we can see that there's no yellow, which means this isn't the correct side. Let's try up here. Okay, so I have 2, but this doesn't have 1, which means I have to look somewhere else. This one has it, so if I just move it there, I've created the first side.